It's summer here on the farm, and we've got to work to make the payments on our new harvester. This month, we'll have goods to sell and contracts to work. Today, here at Guy Friday's Country Goods. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Welcome back to the farm, everyone. Here we are in June. Well, we're at the end of June. Been working all month here, largely dealing with, we financed that harvester a few episodes ago, a couple episodes ago, and so we have, it was 12-month financing with the financing mod, which I think is pretty cool and pretty fun. But the payments have been pretty big, so spent most of this month doing contracts, making sure we have enough to make this month's payment and next month's payment. But that's okay, the harvester will pay for itself come harvest month in August. So here at the end of June, I want to take care of some of our production things. Our cannery has been cranking out kimchi for sale at the local market. And here at Guy Friday's Country Goods, we need to ship out our goods. Now, let's see if there's any more. Is there more than 3 pallets or just the 3? Looks like maybe just the 3. We're going to get these loaded up. We've got, let's make sure that we're full for production. We've got more ingredients for more kimchi ready at the greenhouses, but we might be able to sell those. That cannery, as I've pointed out before, it produces really slowly. If I can, wait, the best way is to put this, oh, there we go, right there. The cannery produces so slowly, the greenhouses really outpace it. It's not ideal, but this is just in the meantime while our beets are growing. So once our beets are done, that's going to be that was our intended main product is, these are from the greenhouses, canning vegetables from the fields. That was the main thing. So we're going to get these loaded up. All right, I got those pushed forward a little more on the trailer. So often I load this trailer and then there's not enough room in the back. So I push that stuff up just in case we need more room. Let's see, here's the ingredients for the kimchi. If our cannery will take, if this right here can top off our cannery, then we can, I say we should anyway, we should sell the products from our greenhouses, because even if this doesn't top off the cannery, it's going to take it really close, which means it's still at full operating capacity. And if we can sell the vegetables, we should, because we can use the money. Yeah, see, it didn't even take all the garlic. This cannery has a very small capacity. Yeah. We need the money for, the payments on our harvester, it's not that bad, really. It's 30-something thousand a month, between 33 and 36,000 a month, which just means that we have to have decent income from either sales, contracts, or something every month. And I'd like to have enough to make a payment and still have like a month that, in reserve at least. The harvester was expensive, and it was going to be a matter of, I wanted the harvester for harvest because we wanted the harvester. There's going to be a matter of either taking out a massive loan or waiting forever, or financing it. Too expensive to lease every time to harvest, way too expensive to lease every time. It would have been, I don't know, quite possibly like 20 grand to lease the harvester, which I'm just ballparking it, but it probably would be something like that, something ridiculous. So we're just going to get this topped off, and I guess, we're going to sell those vegetables. I know over there there's definitely a pallet of, I think basically one of each of these ingredients over there in the greenhouses that we can sell. The eggs we're going to leave here, although we could, those eggs are extra. We could actually find some room on the trailer for those. If we still have room in the trailer, we'll throw those eggs on there. I want to put them on last, obviously, so we don't smash them. But I'm going to get, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. We can take all 4 of these pallets for sale. There's more cabbage on the other side from the third greenhouse, and that we can save for the cannery. But these 4 pallets here, whoops, I didn't line that up right. These 4 pallets here can go in the trailer. Alright, so we're going to get these 2 pallets loaded on there. If if I can get this over there nice and carefully. We'll throw those eggs on there and see where we're going with this. This should be some decent sell money for our little country goods company here. Selling some fresh veggies, some canned kimchi. Wait, there's still another... Oh, there is still another pallet of the kimchi, isn't there? Completely forgot. Yeah, we'll throw that on top. Yeah, this should be a pretty good sell then. Totally forgot about that. Let's put this on top. I guess I could grab the eggs as well. I don't know. This is all glass jars. This is probably a lot heavier than other stuff. This little skid steer picking up 2 pallets at a time is a bit much. We're right here. I'll just throw this up here and then we'll grab the eggs. Alright, and these eggs, we'll just throw these back here. They should be safe if I don't drop them off the forks first. Yeah, that's fine there. Alright, let's get this trailer hooked up. We're going to get our goods strapped down here and see where we're taking these. Let's make sure we get... Can I get another strap on that? Well... There we go. I think I can put one strap, like, partially over that. There we go. That's, let's see where we're taking these. See where would be a good place. Chili peppers, it's saying... What's the highest price? The cannery, more or less, it looks like. Let's check the kimchi. Goldcrest Valley, but we really don't... I just loaded all that pallet by pallet, one at a time. I don't want to unload it and then load it onto a train, one pallet at a time. We can... The farmer's market... What about the... So the kimchi won't sell at the preserve food factory, I guess because it's already canned. So what we could do is... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run to the preserved food factory, and there we will sell all of the fresh vegetables. It won't take the kimchi, so then we'll just head right across the street from there to the farmer's market and sell our kimchi. So it'll be a 2-stop sell right across the street from one another. Alright, so the farmer's market is right up here on the right. We're going to stop by the cannery first. They should take everything but the canned kimchi. And let's see, it's been a minute since we stopped here. We should, does it take it here or at the, for some reason, I don't remember. Let's unstrap this. Yeah, well, I thought it might be here because obviously you don't put goods on pallets in a grate, but apparently this is, there we go. All right, so $7,300 for the veggies there. Let's get out and strap this back down. There we go. Almost slid forward a little bit. Yeah, want to keep those strapped down. All right, we're going to drop this off the farmer's market. So that was $7,300, almost $7,400 for those goods. And here, we want to go to this side over here. All right, so yeah, meet some monies, like 14 grand, something like that, something-ish like that. I was hoping it'd be around there. So that leaves us with some money to keep going with our farm. Already done quite a few contracts this month. It is the very end of June. How about we get back to the farm and move into July and see what awaits us in July. All right, welcome everyone to the farm on July. And I'm having a look at the greenhouse and look at that. More garlic and chili peppers. What is greenhouse number 3 over here like? We have 3 pallets of cabbage. All right, this can be dealt with later. Although, how is the water? 7,000 liters, 8,000 liters, 6,000 liters. The water is fine for now. I mean, we have our own water pump right there. It's really easy to fill. We can do that later. Let's have a look and see if there's any... nah, not here. Nothing worth, that we really want to have a look at here. However, we want to look at the contracts because... Oh, yeah, so you may notice we're missing about $37,000. Actually, a little more than that. It was about $37,000 for the payment on our harvester. And so we need to make sure that before next month rolls around... we can afford the payment on that. Then, of course, if you haven't seen it, it's down here at our farm by our beet fields, which I figured we should check on our beet fields anyway. This is the harvester we financed. Should probably take it for a spin or something just to enjoy our machine here. So actually, it says there in the tooltip. Let's see, monthly payment. Actually, it says 32,000. Well, it charged me 36 and change. I thought maybe some of that was interest. I'm not sure, but right there it says monthly payment 32,000. Blah blah blah. Total remaining payment 294,000. You know, we could just take out a loan and pay that back technically. Months to pay, 9 months left. We've had it for the payment for 3 months. Well, let's have a look at our beet fields while we're down here. Now, these should be ready to harvest next month, I think. Yeah, they're not ready yet. Both of these beet fields. Look how beautiful these fields are. There's a couple weeds growing, just a couple. I mean, like, literally. Actually, I don't even see them. I was out here last month and I saw 1 or 2. The weeds just straight up die. Hang on, let's have a look at this. I mean... no, there's literally only just like a couple. It says there's, well, hey, I don't see any. Yeah. So anyway, beautiful beet fields ready to harvest. What's the harvest? Should be next month in August. Yeah. And we're going to need that harvester. The harvester is going to come in really, really handy having, because this right here is like 2.5 hectares of beets, and doing that literally 1 row at a time. Oh, forget about it. I did that like the last 2 years. This year we have, this year we've got the canning production, which we might actually want to expand on. We got this big harvester to pull all that up. Really looking forward to that. For now, let's have a look at these contracts, see what kind of money we can bring in this month. Bale wrapping is super easy. We'll take that. Baling, the square ones go pretty fast. So, yeah, because you don't have to stop the square balers. So what we'll do is, I guess it doesn't matter which one of these, which vehicle looks cooler. We'll rent this one, and then we'll just start this one and use that same baler for both. Of course, always make sure that they're both square bales, and they are. And then the bale wrapping, we'll rent the equipment for that. And that's 3 contracts. That's all we can take at one time. And that's all there. We can do the rock removal. We got the equipment for that, but I'll deal with that later. Can only have 3 contracts at one time. We'll get on this right here. It's only the beginning of the month, too. More contracts will become available later on. All right, so both of our baling contracts are right here in the central part of Riverbend Springs. You know, I don't think I've ever done work on Field 82. I think I may have plowed it once. I mean, when you consider this darn thing, when you consider we have done 132 contracts on this map, I've done work on a lot of the fields. All right, so the baling, we're going to start with that, and we're hitting this. We're going to start with this field back here behind the train export. I believe is where I saw it. There's a field back here somewhere. Look like it's a wheat field, I believe. Why would a wheat field need baling in July? Well, I guess you can harvest wheat in July, right? Like maybe. Hang on, let me get off the train tracks here, and I'll see. Well, because I'm curious. Sometimes you do stuff at like a curious time of year. Wheat. Yeah, you could harvest wheat in July. Okay. So apparently they literally just harvested it. There was one thing I did curious. Oh yeah, it was in a different map. I was playing yesterday, and it had me plow or cultivate. It had me cultivate a canola field in like August or September, and I was like, what? And I looked, and it was the month after harvest time, and it was having me cultivate it was withered. I didn't mention that it was withered. So like the NPCs in the game didn't harvest it, let it wither, and then had me cultivate it the next month. I was like, wow, this is a waste. Yeah, I've seen some questionable decisions made by the NPCs, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. We are on Riverbend Springs, and we're baling. This will go fast. Yeah, this will go super fast. Let's get our baler unloaded and find a good place to start here. Square baling goes super fast because we don't have to stop for nothing. And we'll get both of these baled, and then we'll head over out north of here, across the river, and get some bales wrapped. And that'll be, I don't know how many $1,000, a few $1,000, enough that we can at least clear this month in vehicle payments, and that way anything going forward is pure profit toward next month. Yeah, actually, we have not worked on this field yet. The field over there in the field over there, that is the field we plowed. Actually haven't worked on this field. Probably one of the few here at Riverbend Springs that we haven't worked on yet. Boy, but it looks like someone needs to work on that field, though. That field down there, that's the one that I plowed it. I mean, it was probably like 3 years ago at this point. We've been here for a while, but I mean, yeah, it was probably like the first or second year that we were here. But all I mean is, look at it, it's completely overgrown with weeds. I wonder if there's a weeding contract on that field. And as we start the last row, I realize I just dropped off some bales. I don't think we've dropped off any bales yet. I think it's entire field. Just made those 2 bales right there. Yeah, right as I made that turn, I was like, oh, we need to drop these bales off. But yeah, this is a really small field. That was it. And we are just about done here. We just need to back up and get this row here, and then we'll be headed off to the other field, and we'll be done. Well, we'll be done with the 2 baling contracts. We'll have made a little bit of money now that this one is finished. Fold. Well, we can't fold it, but I can actually wait. Is there a? Yeah, there probably is a bale to kick out, isn't there? I wonder if that partial bale counts toward the next contract. I don't think so. I think it only counts the straw you're picking up from the current field that you're on. Let's see where we're going. We are going, if we get back on the road, oh, it's that down there. You know what? We should, that rock breaking contract is literally right there. But then again, we're taking, yeah, we can't take this and the thing there at the same time. How do we, oh, the fastest way there. Okay. So we're going to want to go back like we're going back toward the shop. Actually, we'll just go through the shop parking lot, south past the animal dealer. I'll check the map once we get down. Once we get down to the near the ferry, there's a ferry dock down-ish there, I think. Once we get down there, we'll check our map, see where we're at. There's roads here in Riverbend Springs. They get really squiggly down there in the south central portion of the area. You know, I was driving on this road the other day alongside that cliff. There's like a cliff there, and somewhere in there, somewhere on this side of that cliff, there's a little actually, wait, is it clear to hop out here? There's a cave. No, it might be here-ish. Somewhere on this side of this cliff, there's a cave, and there's a cool little thing to find back in there. I've been on this map for quite a while and just found that, so I figured maybe y'all haven't. It's somewhere back in there, somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, we're about at the right place. Here's the ferry dock. Let's pull up the map. Yeah, we want to turn. Okay, this field, yeah, the only way to get to this field is to take one of these dirt roads here. This field's hard to access. I've probably done baling or something on this field before, but I've never actually done serious work on it. The only way to access this field is to take one of these. These are just bike trails. Like literally, look, it's got a picture of a bicycle, see? All right there. See, these are bicycle roads, and it's the only way to get to the field. Imagine driving like a big tractor or a harvester up here. I mean, there's enough room clearly, but oh yeah, and then there's these rocks in the way. Yeah, be careful going up this. Actually, this might, yeah, how would you get a harvester up this? I mean, look, the tree branches alone look too low. Maybe I haven't done any work on this. I think maybe the only work I've done up here has been rock removal. There's often rock removal up here. And usually when I come here for rock removal, I park the tractor, I leave the tractor down on the road down there and drive the skid steer up by itself. Yeah, it's a pretty steep hill, but we have arrived. And this field, well, better get working on it. Wow, this round headland is annoying. I think I've missed quite a few spots. I think I was zoomed in like this, but I think I was letting some straw get around me. It's, yeah, it's really annoying. I bet this, I was just going to say, I bet this field would be fun to farm with the guidance steering on, because you could just click that on and drive in circles. And then, yeah, it occurred to me that I'm not sure I've ever used it for baling. Let's see, how does it work for baling? Let's find out. Let's see, so if we want to, yeah, this one right here. Let's see how it works. It kind of doesn't. No, it's, yeah, well, let's find out. Let me stick with it. I don't think I would rely on it here. Yeah, it's not doing the best job. Let me I'm gonna turn this. Actually, here I'll just toggle them off there, and we're just gonna, because now I got to backtrack and get all that too. Figured I'd try it. I've never used guidance steering with baling because, I mean, come on, you know, with the straw swaths, you already basically have where you're going painted out for you. But some of these turns, yeah, I can see on the outer circle where I missed some. Boy, going up this hill is so slow. Really getting bogged down going up the hill part of this. Yeah, 5 miles an hour. Yeah, this field's just a pain, not only because of the two circular runs we had to run on the headlands, which we'll have to backtrack over, but also because of the painstakingly slow up hills, and because this is not as obvious, because the field is round. Each one of these rows is longer or shorter than the one next to it, which means turning around is just that much more of a pain, because you're not turning around on, okay, well, a couple of these are the same length, but I mean, generally the one next to you is longer or shorter than the one you're on, which makes turning around just slightly more, yeah, just this field is slightly kind of a pain a little bit. It's really steep though, mostly is really, really steep. There have been some fields I've worked like this that have such an aggressive hill climb on them that I found it's faster, and it might be in this case, I don't know. I'll have to see what this thing's work speed is. There's been some fields where I found it faster to go down one row, turn around, drive back, and then come back the other direction. I can't remember where it was, but specifically I was harvesting something, and going one particular direction on the field would bog me down to like 3 miles an hour, to the point where it was actually faster to harvest one direction, drive all the way back to that side of the field, and then harvest back again, just to avoid the long climb. Let's see what the speed is going down the hill. I wasn't even paying attention. Boy, that's a sharp turn. All right, let's see what this thing does. So going up the hill, we're only getting 6 miles an hour. Wait, yeah. For some odd reason, I raised my pickup for the first time on the field. Now I've got a... There we go. Now let's try this. Yeah, see, we're going twice the speed. It's actually going to be faster to drive back up the field and come back down. Yeah, this field's a pain in the butt. Who would want to farm here? I guess you got nice views from up here. I think if I was going to farm on this field, I think I would do it like as many headlands as possible, so the whole thing is just like a spiral. Just farm this field in like a spiral. But yeah, we're gonna kick those bales out. We're just gonna drive back up the hill and bale on the way down, I guess. But even actually, that's not faster, because this tractor can only pull this baler 10 miles an hour up that hill, so It's just a slightly annoying field is all. But we're just about done. And then we'll head out, do some bale wrapping, and maybe there'll be some new contracts, or we've got some work to do on our farm, probably with vegetables. Yeah, I know we have some new vegetables at our greenhouse. I wouldn't mind taking a break from doing some of these contracts. All right, this is the last bit of this field, and from now on, I'm going to, look, when we take contracts and maybe avoid this field in the future, as it's just kind of a pain. You know what? We can just leave this equipment here. Yeah, I just left that equipment out in the field. Got to ride back to the shop. Let's turn those in and be done with that. Let's see. Active, baling. These are both done. They weren't incredibly good, well-paying, but they were easy enough. All right, now the bale wrapping. Oh, I see where that's at. That's easy to get to. We even get to ride the ferry. All right, and the field we're going to should be right up here on the left. In fact, I could probably just cut across that grass there, but it should be right up here. Yep, and we just got a fair few bales here. Get this unfolded, get these picked up. Now, I think this right here will be the last bale. Yeah, I believe so. And we can get back to work. We'll head back to our farm. We'll check on those vegetables. A couple things I want to check on here, actually. Once this bale completes. Actually, I don't need to be in the tractor. There we go. Well, let's shut it down. That contract is finished. We'll cut your ride back to our farm and turn these contracts in. Oh, that's right, just this one. We'll turn this one in, and we now have enough money for this month's payment on our harvester. That's how it goes. But hey, it's only July 1st. It's only July 1st. So we've got a couple more pallets of veggies here, which we don't need in the cannery. Yeah, that cannery produces so slow that, well, think about it this way. I mean, like, when we built the cannery, we filled it. You know, I brought pallets over here to fill it initially, right? These pallets that are in here, these are the pallets that we initially filled it with when we first built it. So that's how slow this cannery is. It's so full that we filled it, but because the capacity is less than one pallet, those pallets are still sitting here. So it hasn't even taken one pallet of each kind of vegetable and canned that yet. Meanwhile, we've been producing quite a bit over here. So that cannery is great, but to say that it's small scale is an exaggeration, because this is as small scale as it gets. We're working, we're feeding it with a greenhouse, and it can't keep up. So, we'd want another one of these or a bigger cannery. We'll see how it handles the beets, though, is the thing. We'll see how it handles the beets. Oh, I guess we should grab the skid steer and get a couple of these pallets of veggies. I guess we'll sell these pallets of veggies. We don't need them because the cannery's full. There's still partial pallets here, and we can use the money. So we'll just get these loaded. Let's see. There's a couple. I saw I think 3 pallets of cabbage down here. I put off moving these because it's a pain to pick these up. As I've remarked before, trying to pick these up on the side of a hill here, it's a little bit of a pain. You just have to kind of move the forks at an unintuitive angle, because as you're climbing up the hill, you have to kind of point them down like this. It's kind of the angle you have to have them at. Well, whenever I drive the forklift, it's almost like muscle memory the way you move the forks, right? You don't even think about it. But on this hillside, you definitely have to think about it. All right, there we go. There's 2 pallets of the cabbage. This we'll take to sell. The other pallet of cabbage, we'll put that in the cannery. But this right here, we can sell this along with those 2 pallets of veggies. I'm surprised that we just, did this literally. It was last month technically, but it was yesterday. It was the last day of June, and here on the first day of July, we're doing this again. Well, we got this to sell, but there's no need to take it just now. It's still pretty early on July 1st, but we got a lot of work done. I'm going to go ahead and move into July 2nd because, yeah, I kind of see what else there is in the month. Really, we don't have a whole ton to do until August. Next month is going to be awesome because next month is our first real actual, I mean, in one way or another, every harvest has been our first, you know, either our first harvest or our first big harvest, our first vegetable harvest. But next month is our first big harvest with the big harvester. And there's just not a whole lot to do until then. So let's pass some time until tomorrow. Because any new day, we're going to have new things to look at here, but not so much this time. And new contracts will have appeared. I mean, generally, new contracts will have appeared. There's a baling contract, a bale wrapping contract, which you could take. I think I'm actually going to take this cultivating contract because that's that'll actually be fun. That's something interesting, and we have our own. We've got this disc harrow, which we found. A disc harrow will work for a cultivating contract. I guess it counts as a shallow cultivator. I mean, they do the same thing, but just FYI, yeah, disc harrow will count as a cultivator, and sounds like fun. Didn't have to rent the equipment. You can haul ours out there, and ours is, I believe, bigger than. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot bigger than the one they wanted to rent us. Where are we going here? Let's see. Oh no, guys, I totally did it again. Maybe you saw. I didn't even notice. No, it's the same field. Remember, it's the exact field that I said. Look, it's the exact field that I said I'm going to have to watch and make sure we don't take another contract here. It's that exact field. What are the odds of that? What are even the odds that, oh, geez. I didn't even look. I mean, well, I'm going to head down there with our disc harrow. This tractor's got a, I don't know, does this tractor's probably got some more horsepower, probably a little more than the tractor we were there on before, and this thing's not as heavy as that baler. We'll see. Hopefully I can pull this uphill. Whoa, barely missed the train there. Hopefully this will go uphill faster than the last tractor did. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've got my work cut out for me here the rest of July. I'm going to catch up with you guys next month in August. It'll be harvest time for our new big harvester. I'm going to turn. Oh, this is my turn right here. I'm going to head down here and do this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Yeah, double check, make sure you are, and click the notification bell for new videos that are coming out. I try to have videos every day, but for sure, we're always farming here twice a week until the next farm, which will be coming very soon. Anyway, always check back on the channel. There's always something new. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.